Hi everybody, Dan Illman and Matt Bernier kicking off the $2 pick six at Los Alamitos on Saturday with race number 5. It's the Soviet Problem Stakes at 1 mile. You can play the pick six. Heck, you could play the whole Los Alamitos card, for all I care, with a DRF Bets account. Sign up at bets.drf.com. Get a 300% deposit match. Deposit 50, bet with 200. Here's the field for the Soviet Problem. 2-year-old fillies going a mile. $100,000 is the purse. A field of 6. And the 9-5 morning line favorite is the 4, Creative Instinct. And I just don't think this one liked the turf last time out.
Yeah, I really think that a combination of that and facing probably horses that she's just not quite as talented as. Now you get back in against Calbreds, you get back to the dirt. I think this is all going to work in her favor. The problem or the question becomes ultimately, both of her wins have come in gate-to-wire fashion. Is there a scenario where she's fast enough to clear off? I'm not convinced, because I think there's a fair amount of gas in a 6-horse race.
I agree 100%, and I don't think she's as fast from the gate as the number 1, Hottitude. Going back to that Golden State Juvenile fillies, both of them were in that race, and Creative Instinct, who had won her first 2 starts leading up to that race in gate-to-wire fashion, didn't break very well, and she was just so aggressively ridden and intent on the lead, and ended up in a 3-ply speed duel in between horses. I just think that ride didn't work out at all. If you go back to her race before that, the 64 Buyer, she certainly fits, but I'm just not sure if she's as good rating off the pace as she is on the lead. Timeform US believes the pace will at least be fair. They have Hottitude, the 1 out there on the lead, the 4 Creative Instinct sitting off. They think the pace will be fast. That could work against both of these horses. As for Hottitude, she was stretching out off a 5.5 furlong win in that Golden State Juvenile filly. She was down inside taking heat from 2 other horses. I didn't like how early she was with her lead change, but she hung in there till very late. I'm worried about the mile.
Yeah, I really don't think this is necessarily going to be to her advantage. And I know you see the Pleasantly Perfect down on the bottom, but I just feel like she's much more of a stone-cold sprinter. The good news for her, she has that win at Los Al in her back pocket. But being down on the inside with Pedroza aboard, there is one thing that I can guarantee you. She's at least going to be part of that pace. They won't be taking her off and sitting off and being content and letting somebody else dictate things. She's going to be on a send mission.
The filly that might benefit the most from a fast and contentious pace is the number 6, All Tea, All Shade, who's a perfect 2 for 2 since the addition of blinkers. And this filly likes to run from the back of the pack. Now, last time out was not the strongest field in the world, but the 5th place finisher came back to run second, improving her Buyer to a 65. This filly just needs to run fast, and maybe if she gets the pace she needs, she can run faster.
I was going to say, she's going to get a good setup in here in theory if it all shakes out the way that we think it's going to. The question now is, can she take her game to the next level? Because thus far, I know she's got 2 victories, but she's just slow.
Stamina has been the issue for the 5. Time for Susie, who would stop to a walk last time out when entered for a $50,000 tag at Del Mar. The blinkers come on. We know this filly has a little bit of speed, and perhaps the most important thing, she likes Los Alamitos, but this distance is very scary.
Yeah, agree. I know that this is necessarily going to work for her, but again, like, you've got Los Al in your back pocket. He's perfect 2 for 2 already.
Gotta Be Lucky is the number 2, 10-1 on the morning line. You understand why they tried turf last time out. Dam won on it. This immediate family is all turf. But if you go back in the female family, you got the 3-time Grade 1 multimillionaire Berens here. I'm not too worried about the distance, but this filly just hasn't done too much running yet.
Oh, and the problem is that we've gone through 6 lifetime starts. I'm not convinced that you're going to all of a sudden see a tremendous move forward. To me, she's just too slow.
Let's take a look at our top selection for the Soviet Problem Stakes. We both like the 3. Kooky Gal in here, and Kooky Gal is usually not our kind of horse. She has never raced on dirt. I look at this pedigree, I see nothing but turf. The Dam won on turf. The Dam's a full to La Fiera, a stakes winner on turf, but I just don't see anything in this race, and I know this filly's going to get the distance, and she should get some pace. If she just runs equally as well as she does on turf, she should win.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the way that I looked at it. I also think she's going to work out a beautiful trip in here. If you think they line up and go, she sits just off. She comes with her run. You got Peter Miller in your corner. I'll take a chance here.
Give me numbers.
3, 6, and 4.
3, 1, 4 for me in the $100,000 Soviet Problem Stakes. It's the feature, and it kicks off the pick 6 at Los Alamitos. Bet the card with a DRF Bets account. It's a really good deal. 300% deposit match when you sign up at bets.drf.com. An approximate post time for the Soviet Problem, 2:28 Pacific. Best of luck.